Maybe your path is actually harder because your calling is higher. So, this is a philosophy that I really stick to, I live by, because I know that the paths of people who will do great things and big things and, purposeful things, it's never easy. It's never easy. But you know what? You've got to choose your hard. Many people don't even try or put themselves out there because they say it's hard for them. It's hard for them to leave the comfort zone. It's hard for them to leave unfamiliar territories. It's hard for them to put themselves out in the world. Do you know how hard it was for me when I started making videos? I think the first video I made, my whole body was shaking. My whole body, it felt like it was on fire. But do you know what? You've got to choose your hard in life. Are you going to choose the safe way? And then 60 years later, it's going to be hard because you're going to be like reflecting on your deathbed. My life it wasn't purposeful. I didn't actually go for the dreams that God placed on my heart, and I feel like I've wasted it all. Why? Because I was scared of other people's opinions. I was scared of getting judged. I was scared of failure. That thing that you are scared about, right now is going to be irrelevant when you are on your deathbed, when you're in 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, whatever. That thing that right now that you are worried about is going to be like dust in the wind. It's not going to be relevant at all. But you've got to choose your heart. And the thing is, if you are seeing this video right now, I just need you to open your mind a little bit. And this might scramble your brain because I scrambled mine with this before. Everything that you've been through from when you were a tiny baby, from when you were born, you came out of your mother, right? Every choice that you made in between to now, every choice that you made has led you to this moment right now, to watch this video. And I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. But your path feels hard right now. This path, this dream, this mission that you are contemplating on starting or staying strong to, maybe you feel like you want to give up. Please don't. Please keep going, because everything that's a block right now, everything that's a distraction, everything that's a discouragement is only temporary, because this thing, right, this path that you are destined to be on is not a mundane path. It's a different path, and it's literally it's aligned with God's plan for your life. You have really, really big things to do here, and maybe you feel it, maybe you don't feel it. Maybe you feel it, but maybe you're scared. That scaredness is just an illusion. It's just a programming. It's just a programming that's been put onto you since you were a child, right? How sick is that? The government want to scare you, your family wanted to scare you, the enemy wanted to scare you, your friends wanted to scare you, the media wanted to scare you, and make you believe that you're not good enough, you're not destined for much, what you want is impossible, it's out of reach, you live in a dream world. Ignore it all, because let me tell you, this life experience is very, very personal between you and God. Like, God created the universe, He created the world, He created this beautiful life, everything in it. He created you. You are here for a reason, and you are needed for something important. And I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is, but you need to pay attention to your spirit right now and pay attention to what is coming up within your intuition. That intuition is God's nudge. So that thing that's coming up, that's coming to your mind, you've got to follow it. You've got to follow it. This is something extraordinary. Okay, it is. It really, really is. I don't come on here and make these videos for nothing. Like, I believe it, and I know that this will find the right people. 100%. And maybe you've been through a lot of discouragements. Maybe you've been through a lot of failure, a lot of rejections. That's a part of the process. That is like literally strength building. Do you know how many times I failed in my life? How many times I wanted to give up and I didn't? And you look at the most successful people, they went through so many disappointments, so many blockages. I think Amazon took 20 years. It was doing nothing for 20 years and then it worked after 20 years. Walt Disney, I think he got like declined hundreds of times. So the people who made it, they only made it because they persevered and they had that strength and resilience and they pushed through and they had trust in God no matter what was going to happen, no matter how many blockages come up, no matter how many times they were told that they had to give up and that it wasn't meant for them, it wasn't in their destiny, that they're living in a dream world, that they're delusional for even persevering and trying so long. The path is not going to be easy, but no path is easy. But is it meaningful if the path is easy? I don't think so. It actually brings a little bit of, a dynamic twist in the mix, When there's an obstacle that comes up in my life right now, I just persevere. I'm like, just a blip in the road. Let's just jump over it. Let's just ride over it. Trust that God's got my back no matter what. And this is the energy that you need to be in right now. Have trust that God's plan for you is not mistaken, it's not random, that you being here right now watching this video, but also being alive right now, is not a coincidence, it's intentional. You have to do something right now, and that thing that's coming up inside of your brain, inside of your spirit, trust it, follow it. Start making actionable steps on how you are going to start bringing this into reality, bringing this into fruition, starting it. And this, just the simple thing of starting it, that's the biggest hurdle for many people, is just doing it, is just starting it. But you've got to have the obedience, you've got to have the discipline to follow on with it, even when you have times, and maybe you'll have times where you see no progress. If you believe in yourself, you believe in God, it will work no matter what. And even though the path might feel really hard, just know that it's because your calling is higher. It's not a normal path, okay? So if you feel this message, comment, I am ready to step into my mission. Let's just declare it, lock it in together. But yeah, I'm going to end this video there. I love you so much. With love, always, Estelle.